Hey guys, my name is Diana and I'm making this video mainly to motivate the students who are going to take AP Spanish and encourage those students who maybe are still thinking about whether they want to take AP Spanish, or maybe they're too afraid to go into a hard class like this, which yes, it is a hard class. Many people aren't wrong about it being a hard class, but I think that if you go into this class with a positive mindset and the desire to truly learn the Spanish culture, the Spanish language, you will have quite an easy time in this class and you will enjoy it much more than other people. So just like any other AP class, AP Spanish does give you GPA bump, and you will get college credit for the class if you pass the AP test with a 3 or higher. However, another very cool thing about AP Spanish is that if you do pass the class or the test, or if you just complete the 3 courses or 4 for this class, then you do get a cord at your graduation and you do get a stamp on your diploma, which basically says that you are bilingual and you speak both English and Spanish. And this is just a very cool thing to go into the world with, because if you're being hired for a job or if you're applying to college or university, it is very prestigious to know more than one language, and most of the time people that do know more than one language, especially Spanish, you will get hired because Spanish is one of the most spoken languages in the United States. So if you do have that stamp, that cord, the seal of biliteracy, you are already going to be better off in the working world than most of the other people. Now, this does not mean by any means that those who don't have the stamp are not going to be successful. That is not true whatsoever. But if you do have the experience and the knowledge of Spanish, you will have an easier time finding a job or even communicating, because since there are a lot of Spanish speakers in California, a lot of Spanish translators are needed in certain areas such as communications, even just retail. Now, talking about college, so if you do pass the AP test with a 3 or higher, the college you're going to may exempt you from the Spanish class if that is your major, which will save you money, one, and will save you much time, a whole semester of time, or a quarter depending on the college you go to. However, it depends college by college, so some colleges will not take a 3 on the AP test. They will only take a 4 or 5 to exempt you from the class. For example, my college, I'm going to UC Irvine this fall, and they do take 3s for every AP test or higher. However, they don't exempt you from the class, but they do give you credits, and they give you a lot of credits for it. So even if you don't get exempt from the class, having those credits in your back pocket will eventually build up for your credits to graduate, which will help you because you might have to take less elective courses if you don't want to take those and waste your time, which is, in the end it is very helpful, and you are saving money if you're not getting scholarships or loans, which is great for your parents and yourself. So aside from all that great reality about the GPA bump from this class and the college credit, in this class you will write many essays. You will do a lot of speaking, and you will take a lot of multiple choice tests, practice multiple choice tests. And that, but with that being said, all of this hard work over time builds stamina for test taking and essay writing, which is such a great tool for your other AP classes in which you write a lot of essays in for time and take multiple choice tests for time. Many people usually think that, well, this is a Spanish class, what could we learn from this class that doesn't just apply to Spanish? Well, just the test taking skills that will be done over and over in this class will help you a lot in your other AP classes or non-AP classes. For example, for myself, I took AP Lit in the same semester as I took AP Spanish, and the amount of essays I wrote for AP Lit was just insane. However, combined with AP Spanish, just every time I went into an AP Lit, even though it was a different language, just the buildup of the stamina that I had from AP Spanish, writing so many essays in only 50 minutes, I had a great speed for my essay writing for AP Lit. I would have just an easier time writing and finishing on time versus other students who may not have built up that stamina. And same goes for multiple choice. So for multiple choice, you only get about 60 minutes in most AP classes, if not less. And just having 2 classes in which you practice multiple choice very often, they just help each other out, and they help you keep that balance for taking multiple choice and essays. So some tips that I have that may help future students is 1, to choose a section of the AP test for AP Spanish that you are weak in. So for example, in myself, I was very strong in the essay writing portion. Writing just comes easier to me versus the multiple choice. That part was very hard for me and I struggled a lot, but if you take a weak portion of the AP test for yourself and you practice over time using homework and in class time, you'll be very successful in it. And I saw that in myself when I actually tried doing my homework and actually focused on reading the passages rather than just, flying through them just to answer the questions. It helps a lot, and it did improve my scores. I think on the mock I actually passed, which I was very surprised in, and that was only after I began practicing my multiple choice. And another thing is take the homework seriously, because in this class you do not necessarily learn vocabulary, which you could do on your own. That's definitely something you should do. But in this class, you mostly just practice for the AP test. From the moment you step in class, every week you will do sections of the AP test up to the point of actually, when in May you will take the test. So the homework is basically just more practice that you don't get graded on. Amici does grade your homework, but it's not like a summative test score, which may either hurt you or benefit you. The homework is just practice on your own. It is reading passages, answering questions, writing essays, emails, even do speaking parts, which is just all in all great practice. And you do get a lot of homework, and at first it may be hard, but over time you will eventually build that stamina. And for me, I actually at times enjoyed doing the homework because I saw how I improved on my tests. And yeah, it's just a very great help. And you shouldn't be afraid to do it because in the end, it will just help you succeed more. So in the end, my advice is just to pursue this class with a positive attitude, a positive mind. And even if at times you will struggle in this class and it may seem like I can't do this, I'm not a native Spanish speaker, how am I going to pass this test? If you just calm down and just think about your strategies, strategize your work, and like I said, pick on your weak spots and work on them, then you will be very successful. Not only this class, but this goes for other AP classes as well. So don't be afraid to take this challenge, because many students in my class that were non-native Spanish speakers took the challenge. All of us just worked through it and we were able to succeed in the end. And especially by the end of this class, after all that homework, after all those practice AP tests, it will be a piece of cake. I mean, when we went into the AP tests, at least for myself, speaking for myself, it just felt like another practice class test or another homework assignment. It was literally like we just breezed through the test. It felt like nothing to us, and I think all that practice that Senora Quinones will give you just really helps you be relaxed during the test and not stressed out and not feel like you're doing something wrong or you don't have enough knowledge for the test. That's another thing, is that you guys will have an amazing teacher who will always stand beside you, and she will guide you all the way towards the end. I mean, Miss Quinones is by far one of my favorite AP teachers in general that I have had through my high school career. And she will encourage you guys every day, and she will motivate you more than anybody can for this AP Spanish exam. And just listen to her advice, listen to any skills or tools she provides for you, and just you know, be respectful to her and understand that she just wants to help you in this, and she truly does. I mean, sometimes it will seem like she's just trying to give you homework and give you busy work to do, but that's not it. All she's just trying to do is help you, and yeah, she just wants to see you guys succeed for this class. And having Senora Quinones as your AP Spanish teacher will just make it twice as hard, but also 3 times as easy. She will push you guys day in and day out, but in the end it is all worth it. Although she will be challenging you in this course, by the end it will not feel like a challenge, and with her help and your peers and study groups and just working on your own, this class is not going to be as hard as everybody says it is, and you will definitely pass the AP test, and you will definitely pass the class and be successful, get that AP cord, get that Web Literacy stamp, get that college credit. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I wish you guys the best of luck in this class and any other future AP classes that you will be taking.